South Africa brought a genocide case to the International Court of Justice. And the International Court of Justice ruled that what Israel was doing to Gaza was plausibly a genocide. 21 months ago, they said this was plausibly a genocide. And the thing's gone on the entire time since then. There was a huge Haaretz piece a couple months ago about, because we've seen so many examples of this, but they had IDF soldiers off the record, and at least one on the record, saying that they were given orders to fire live rounds into the crowds of desperate people trying to get food, who have literally been used to having starvation throughout Gaza. But the Free Press, Barry Weiss's publication, ran a piece debunking the starvation in Gaza. And one of the examples, I'm not making this up, one of the examples they picked was a kid who was starving to death, and their attempt at debunking it was that actually this kid had another major issue when an Israeli bomb cracked his skull. So that's your defense. That, yes, he starved to death, but it was also, with these other complications. This was the big one where the New York Times had that big picture of the starving baby, and then they made a big thing out of being no, but he had other medical, problems too. And then the mother had said, the mother said that the doctors told her that the reason they had other medical problems is because she was malnourished during pregnancy. It's okay, so yes, you are right, Israel defenders. The kids starving to death are the ones who have other complications. That's always who dies first in famines. But so since this point, since the International Court of Justice ruled it was plausibly a genocide, the 21 months up to today, since then, I know at least to Ehud Olmert and Ehud Barak, both former prime ministers of Israel, have come out and said Netanyahu's committing war crimes in Gaza. Now, they didn't call it a genocide, but they called it war crimes. So that's where your debate is at this point. Between genocide and war crimes, what area in there does this occupy?